Hello everyone. All right. I think good evening, Sai. Okay, good evening everyone. So I just hope that some other people are also joining in quickly. And people who have joined in, okay, can hear me, can give me a quick confirmation. Hello everyone. All right. Hi Neha, hi Rachel, everyone. Good evening, good evening. Loud and clear, Shashank. Thanks a lot. Great. Okay, so now this being the first session that we have kept on the revision series, okay, and this is going to be on a regular basis, okay, that we will be bringing in some of the other topic, okay, taking some questions, preferably, okay, we'll be taking it from any of the actual CAT or the non-CAT exam, beat and match, snap, anything like that, okay. But the entire agenda here is that, okay, that it's not that you guys must have not seen these questions or not gone through these concepts. Definitely, okay, people who are preparing for quite some time would have seen these questions, okay, would have gone through all these concepts before. But then some couple of weeks ago, I think I had put a video, which, or rather I had taken a live session where I spoke about, what's the importance of having daily, or in fact having a plan every week, okay, what are you going to revise, okay. So with this series, what we intend to do, guys, is that at times a lot of people tend to make a plan and which they are not able to follow, okay. They would put a date that today I'm supposed to do a revision of this thing or that thing, but they tend to forget that, or they tend to miss on that. So the basic purpose here is, at least every day when we will be taking some of the other concept or questions from some of the other topic, so you guys will have a quick refresher of those things. So my in the initial session, okay, I just want to make the expectation very clear that in case you get questions which probably if you have seen before, okay, do not worry, because I in fact would tell this in a separate video also, that one of the most important things to do before you go for your CAT exam is to go through the previous year CAT questions again and again and again, and to make sure that you guys are super awesome in that. Okay, you're sorted with that, okay, especially the last six papers, okay, which is there, which is CAT 2017, 18 and 19. Okay, all these three papers, which specifically all the, like both the slots, which total is going to be six papers. So you need to make sure that those 600 questions which has come in the past 3 years of CAT, those 600 questions you should be very good at, okay. So at least, okay, like this is the purpose, and everyone should be clear with the expectation. All right, so going ahead, in case, yeah, if you have someone, okay, who has not followed us, okay, till now, so please do subscribe and follow us. A quick reminder. So today, as we're going to discuss about the arrangement-based puzzles, okay, so let me first talk about that what you guys should be expecting in CAT 2020 based on this. So, um, first thing to be very clear, that when it comes to arrangement kind of questions, okay, or arrangement based puzzles, there are variety here, okay. There is a variety on linear arrangement, there's a variety in terms of circular arrangement, then you have some complex arrangement, which also can be said as distribution based puzzles, okay. So there are a little variety that you get to see here, okay, in terms of the arrangement puzzles only. Okay, however, okay, when we're talking about only and only CAT, okay, when you're talking only and only CAT, so you don't get circular arrangement questions in CAT, okay. So we can say that based on the previous year papers, okay, the trend that we've seen, that you don't get circular arrangement questions, okay. You would get linear arrangement, you would get complex arrangement, okay. Those kind of questions appear more in CAT. But when it comes to the non-CAT exams, okay, definitely circular arrangement is also important there, okay. And you guys are supposed to even put in effort, okay, and the required time for solving circular arrangement sets, okay. This being like for this revision series focusing on CAT, okay, so we will not be touching upon circular arrangement much, okay, but we'll be taking upon linear equations and complex arrangement questions, okay, that are a part of arrangement based thing. So today, today, considering the 1 hour time that we keep for the webinars, this is going to be only about the linear arrangement things. Okay, linear arrangement puzzles. Okay, that is the first thing which we need to understand. Second thing is, if even if we, so what a lot of people have notion in their mind is that, sir, we should see only past 3 years paper. Okay, which is CAT 2019, okay, 18 and 17. Okay, beyond that, I don't think, sir, we should see the papers. Okay, probably that is not going to help us more. Okay, those kind of questions or doubts, okay, a lot of people have. So let me give you a little clear picture also why going back into further papers is also important. So if you see papers which were there in 2002 onwards, okay, till I think till say 2000 uh, 6 or 8, or rather in fact till 10 also, okay, but we don't have papers of 9, 10 and all that. During this phase, which is I would say from 2002 till 2010 or 12 in fact, okay, this phase, this was the phase where CAT was the most difficult actually, because there you got only 60 questions. Okay, 60 questions, almost the same time, which is like around 180 minutes or 150 minutes were there. Okay, I'm not sure exactly the minutes, but it was somewhere more than 150 only. Okay, or 150. At that, with that much of time, they used to give you only 60 questions. Okay, now you are getting what, 180 minutes. Okay, you are getting 100 questions. So definitely this time CAT was even more difficult. In fact, there were times where you had 3 different sections there, giving you 20 questions in each of the sections. Understand, 20 is the total number of questions that you used to have, okay, during that time. So those CAT papers are definitely much more difficult than the papers that we have now. Okay, so CAT 2019, 17 or 16 papers are, or 17 papers are definitely easier than the paper that you get to see in CAT 2002 or 212. Before CAT 2002, okay, before 2002, there I can still say that CAT paper was on the easier side, because then there was a phase before where you used to get 200 questions in CAT, okay, or 150 questions in CAT. That time CAT was more of like CET. Okay, like this current CET exam, CAT was more of like CET, okay, which was like the 1999 or those kind of phases. So definitely, okay, those paper won't be that difficult with regards to the current CAT papers that we are seeing. But make sure that you guys are solving CAT 2002 onwards. At least those papers you guys are solving. Okay, great. Okay, so this is two things that I wanted to highlight. That with regards to arrangement, what kind of arrangement questions that we are supposed to do, and second is with regards to the previous year papers, what kind of papers, okay, or which year papers we are supposed to study in depth. Okay, so today my purpose in the revision sessions here is not to take the most difficult of the sets, okay, because that would like people who are facing difficulty with regards to CAT and thinking that CAT is not possible for us. My job here right now, initial sessions, is going to be this, that we show you that CAT is easy. You get real sitter questions as well coming up in CAT. So do not make a bubble in your mind that CAT is something that is not possible for me in the given time. Okay, do not have any such thing. So like one of the things is what to expect in CAT, because when you say linear, obviously in linear I can show you some of the sets, okay, which are going to be really difficult, and some of the sets would be on a medium to easy level. Okay, we in this series we will be touching upon both, okay, difficult and medium easy, okay, both we will be touching upon. Initial times when we are starting off with the revision sessions, okay, initially we will be touching upon medium to easy level, and then towards the fag end, okay, where we reach down to let's say in the month of October and all that, where we'll be coming on with more difficult level questions there. Okay, at least, okay, at this point of time we will be touching upon things that you guys are not preparing right now. Probably you have gone ahead in terms of syllabus and you're studying somewhere, okay, like the higher order questions and all that. Still in this 1 hour of time you can have a quick refresher. All right, great. And I would appreciate in case you guys have any opinions, any thoughts on this, okay, you can definitely share it in the chat box. Okay, I can answer that. And with that note, I'll go ahead, okay, bringing up the first set, okay, that we have. So this is from the 2003 paper. Okay, this is CAT question from 2003 paper that I've got. Okay, now it is a case where you have arrangement which is like, the image is given to you in the question, by the way, here, and it's just a matter of, it's a case of parallel arrangement where you have 3 people at the top, three people at the bottom, okay, and you are supposed to arrange people here, okay. All right, so if I have to quickly look through these things, okay, there are six people, A, B, C, D, E, F, okay. Both B and C occupy offices to the right side of the corridor as one enters. So this is given to you, the entrance arrow is given to you. So this is going to be right, okay, this is going to be left, okay, this is going to be right, this is going to be left, okay, in terms of the corridor, okay, that direction that we have to follow. So one of the things, guys, that I always tell you, that in terms of parallel arrangement things, the important thing here is that if you can figure out that which three persons are in the bottom layer, which three persons are in the top layer, okay, if you guys can identify that, then it becomes really easy to do the further calculation or further solution of the set. So you can directly do this. So if I have to quickly read through this and start doing those sums, okay, let's look at it. So B, C are on the right hand side. That means B and C comes on this side. Okay, I don't know the exact arrangement right now. Okay, but then let me at least identify that. And A occupies an office, okay, to the left corridor. So A is on this side. All right. E and F occupy offices on the opposite sides of the corridor. Okay. E and F, okay, are on the opposite sides of the corridor, but their offices, okay, do not face each other. So I don't know which side is E, which side is F. Right now, I'm not putting this. I just know this. I'm writing down the note that E and F are basically on. Sorry. So E and F are basically opposite. Okay, whichever side they are. Let's see. The offices of C and D face each other. Okay. All right, so they are on the opposite. So this is on the opposite side. However, they don't face each other. That is given to you. Okay, so this is like they are not facing each other. So this is given to you. The offices of C and D face each other. So C and D are facing. So C is down, D is going to be up. Okay, so that means definitely D is here. Okay, now I've got that. Now, E does not have a corner office. F's office is further down the corridor than A, but on the same side. That means F is along with A, and the remaining, the E is here. So we are clear with this, that ADF is on the top layer, BCE is on the bottom layer. Okay, this is the actual CAT question that we are solving from 2003 paper, when you just had 20 questions in LRDI. Okay. All right, so now we have at least known this part. Okay, now we have to put up the figures, so I can use this table, okay, and put the names. Now it is given to you that E and F are not going to be opposite each other. All right, and so let us see. E does not have a corner office. So E is not having a corner office, so that means E is in the center here, E is in the middle here. Okay, I'm putting E here in the middle. So this part I have done. E does not have a corner office. Okay, it is said that E, so F is not opposite E, so that means this is not going to be F. Okay, and if I go further, F's office is further down the corridor than A. That means F, so A comes first, okay, and then A comes first and then F would come. So the best thing is that even if A comes here, F cannot come here. That means F has to be here. F has to be here. Okay, here. So I've got a specific location for F. I've got a specific location for E. Okay. Now it is given to you here that C and D are opposite each other. Now can I have a C and D in this layer and this layer? Okay, in this layer, C and D is not possible there. Okay. So what I would do here is I would put a D here. I would put a C here. Okay. This is C and D, which is opposite each other. Okay. Now whatever is remaining, I can directly put here. So A is remaining here, and what is remaining here? Okay, you have B, which is remaining here. Okay, and that would be the final plot. Okay, with regards to DAF. Okay, that you know, and CEB. Okay, this CEB. Okay, this is B, guys. Okay, this is B. So this is the final plot. Okay, I hope everyone's clear with this. Okay, any questions anywhere on this? Easy set. Okay, easy set. Okay, and that's what I want to make you guys realize that. So even if you guys are having this thing in your mind that, sir, I will not focus on CAT, I'm focusing on NMAT. Okay, I or SNAP for that matter. Okay, I always say that even if you're focusing on NMAT SNAP level of questions, okay, you do get those same difficulty level questions in CAT as well. It's not that you don't get every question of CAT is difficult than NMAT or SNAP. It's not like that. So look at this question, which is actual CAT question from, in fact, one of the difficult time of CAT. Okay, and that we have just solved. All right, everyone. So a quick answer here. Okay, if he sits in his office and faces corridor, okay, whose office is to his left? Okay, so he is facing the corridor. Okay, which office is to the left of it? So C's office is to the left. Okay, this is how we would get. Okay, Ranjan Tripathi. Yes, yes. Whose office faces A's office? Okay, so A's office is E. All right. Who is or are F's neighbor? Okay, F's neighbor is basically only A. Okay, only A is F's neighbor. D was heard telling someone to go further down the corridor to the last office on the right. Okay, D was saying someone, okay, go on the down the corridor on the right hand side. Okay, to whose room was he directing to? It is B, right? It is B. Great. Okay, so I have got answers. Okay, from people Neha, Rachel. Great guys, great. Okay, so I hope okay this part is very clear to you, everyone. All right. So next question that I'm taking is from the CAT retake paper. Okay. So CAT 2003 had been two papers. Okay. Because CAT 2003 was where the first attempt paper got leaked. Okay. So that's why they had to conduct CAT once more in the same year. So, and that is the time where, in fact, the thought process of bringing an online exam came into picture, which actually came into picture by 2008, I guess. Okay, 2008 or 9 onwards. All right, guys. So, on that note, we can start looking at this question as well. So you have seven basketball players, okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, okay, are honored at a special luncheon. The players will be seated on the dais in a row. Okay, now here you see, seems to be a easier set, okay, because the shorter length, but they have asked you about cannot, okay. So that might create some confusion with regards to how to answer a question. So let's see how we can solve them, okay, and so A to G have got a luncheon early, so they have to be seated in the extreme right. So basically, if I have seven people, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, and seven. Okay, seven people are there. So A and G are going to be on the extreme right hand side. So I don't know. A can be here, G can be here. Okay, I'm putting two plots. Okay, the other plot is A can be here, G can be here. So I'm plotting both at the same time. Okay, they're going to be on the extreme right hand side. B will receive the most valuable players trophy, okay, and must be in the center to facilitate the presentation. Okay, so B is going to be here, okay, in the center. Now C and D are bitter rivals and therefore must be seated as far as possible. So I don't know. Let's say okay, this can be a C, this can be D. The other case can be here. Okay, if this is C, this is D. Okay, and this is C. Similarly, if A and G are here, I can put it this way here as well. Okay, pretty straightforward and simple plot. Okay, again, guys, remember CAT 2003 question. So make sure that you guys are pushing yourself for CAT, okay, and making sure that you are still putting up your effort. Okay, all right, chalo. So this is the final plot. Okay, nothing to be done here. Okay, pretty simple set. Which of the following pairs cannot occupy the seats on either side of B? So they're talking about either sides of B. So that is, this is B, this is one side, this is second side. Okay, this is the either side. So who cannot come on these two sides? Okay, who cannot come on these two sides? Okay, anyone? So I would want that this is the second set. Okay, I would want you guys to answer it. You have the options with you. Anyone? Anmol says C. Okay. Okay. Rachel says C, which is E and G. Now we are being very clear actually. Okay, with regards to G itself, because G can be on this side or G can be this side. G cannot come on the either sides of B. That is not possible itself. So with G itself, we see okay that directly can be marked as the answer here. Okay, E and G. All right. Okay. Which of the following pair cannot be seated together? Okay. Like which of the following pair cannot be seated together? That's another question. Second question. Let's see which of the pairs are there. Answers on this question. Now you can make it here from the plot here itself. Okay, you know that these places. Okay, exactly. Good one, Anmol. Okay, D is the option here. Why? Because you see, you have written E and A. Now there is no way that E can come on this side of B. There is no way that E can come this side. E will be on this side only. If E is on this side, A has to be on this side, right? A is on this side, E is going to be on this side. So how can I have a E and A? Okay, like this. Okay, they cannot sit together. Okay, so D option is there where E and A cannot sit next to each other. All right, guys. Okay, which of the following seats cannot, which of the following cannot be seated at the either end? Okay, I think that can be straightforwardly said. F is that answer because C and D can be on this side is what we see, and someone between A and G can be on this side. So F is not possible. F cannot sit here. Okay, guys. All right, I think yes. Okay, a lot of people are getting that answer. Okay, good one. What about option three? I mean, Lisa, what about option three? Which question are you talking about? Are you talking about the third question? Lisa, if you're talking about third question, we just wrote that it is option C, which is three, option three only. All right. Now, some more thing that I want to discuss here. Okay, discuss here with regards to the arrangement based puzzles. Okay, Lisa says for question number two. So Lisa, question number two, D and G. Okay, which of the following pairs cannot sit together? D and G can sit together, right? You see this plot? You see this plot? If I take, there's a possibility that D can come here, G can come here, right? So D and G can sit together. I hope Lisa that answers your question there. All right. Now, couple of things. Okay, couple of things here that I want to discuss. Okay, is with regards to the arrangement sets. Okay, so now one thing is because obviously arrangement sets are on a easier side usually. Okay, especially if you get linear arrangement question, that's on a easier side. So I want to talk about that. What are the type of questions that you can get? Okay, what are the type of questions or the type of sets that you can get in this? Now, one of the most difficult thing that a lot of people get, okay, in fact, I am going to take that question also, not today, but in one of the sessions, okay, is that when a linear arrangement, okay, when a linear arrangement comes with blood relation, okay, this is one of the types. Okay, when a linear arrangement comes with blood relation, a lot of people find it difficult, okay, and this is very normal to get in cat, okay, where you will get an arrangement, okay, along with a blood relation. Okay, so you guys need to practice that. When you know what is going, like you know that arrangement is the easier part. Okay, okay, now one more thing, if I look at the trend, LRDI section has been one of the most difficult sections in cat. Okay, at least for the past 5 years LRDI has been the most difficult. Okay, vis-a-vis, like you compare that with verbal, you compare that with the cons, LRDI has been the most difficult. Now when you know that LRDI is going to be difficult, okay, and this is going to be an easier part, linear arrangement or arrangement is going to be easier part of it, why don't you practice all the possible type of questions? Okay, so linear arrangement plus blood relation, okay, is one very typical kind of question that you have to get. Okay, then it talks about parallel arrangement, okay, which is like two lines that we just saw, plus two or three parameters. Okay, this is also a very typical standard type of like linear arrangement set, that where you have parallel arrangement but now you have two three parameters. That means like for that one would be the name of the people who are sitting, and then apart from that, okay, the name they will be given in terms of which city they belong from, which color dress they wear, something like that, or which watch do they wear, and then you have to match that. Okay, now that also becomes a little difficult for people to understand. So this is going to be the next type. The third thing that you get in arrangement based puzzles, okay, again here, if you see that they will give you vertical arrangement, but the clues will be conditional clues. Okay, there will be conditional clues. So what is conditional clues? Okay, conditional clues, guys, means that where if things will not be it will be based on if this happens, then what? If this happens, then this. And in some of the cases, those conditions will not even occur. But however, they are giving you those conditions to make you confused, to make you feel that okay, there's so many conditions out there. Okay, how do I fulfill everything? So not every condition would be fulfilled. Okay, you need to find that if that particular thing is happening, then obviously the resultant of that should happen. Okay, that is going to be type 3. Okay, one more type that I'm going to say here, and this is the last type, okay, that I would say for the linear arrangement kind of puzzle sets, okay, is where you have, okay, where you have, so if I draw, okay, if I, okay, I can draw, but I can give you an example, okay, for the fourth type. The fourth type of puzzle set, okay, is basically with regards to the negative clues. Okay, so what happens negative clues? So everything would be with regards to no, that he does not sit here, he does not sit there, he is not next to this, he is not opposite to this. So you will not have any definite clue. Okay, there will be no definite clue given to you. Okay, no definite clue at all given to you. Okay, only and only negative clues. Or I can say in other words, I can say is indirect clues. Okay, these are going to be the four different types of linear arrangement, type of questions or type of sets that you can expect. Okay, so now make sure, guys, that if you guys are banking on linear arrangement, that by any chance linear arrangement puzzle set comes in and you want that, you want to crack that set, then definitely you should be good with these four different types of LR sets, okay, on linear arrangement. Okay, so I mean, and as I said before, okay, we'll be taking sets on each of these types. Okay, but eventually, okay, today being the first session, okay, we haven't drilled much, but the expectation is this, that whenever for people who have already done a particular topic, for example, if tomorrow, let's say for example, if we have percentages or ratio proportion, okay, from cons, okay, that comes into revision, we would want you guys to make sure that you guys are reading and then coming for the session. If you guys are coming all the way, okay, out of the blue, definitely you will find it difficult to understand. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, please go through your books. Okay, have a quick half an hour or 45 minutes of reading, and before you come to the session, okay, that is going to help you to understand things here, and that will be a quick revision activity for every one of you. All right, great. So aren't there shapes as well? Okay, Lisa, shapes. Uh, so what exactly? I didn't get from your question that, you know, when you say shapes. So are you talking about if you have like, so there was one of the questions in like past 3 years paper which was about square arrangement. Okay, and then there were people sitting like this, something like this. So are you mean do you mean that it's not people sitting like this, but there's some movement? Okay, there are some tables and heights. Okay, that was given to you. Okay, circle square arrangement. Okay, again, that the frequency of that in CAD is less. Okay, CAD actually in terms of overall LRDI sets, CAD focuses on more of data distribution. You'll have games and tournaments. Okay, you'll have critical path. Okay, you have those taxation based. Okay, you have number based. Okay, which is number distribution. Those kind of puzzle sets comes more. But when it comes to arrangement based puzzles, Lisa, okay, I mean, the frequency says that circular arrangement or square cube kind of arrangement. Okay, they like square and table, those rectangle form of arrangement has not come much in CAT exam. So based on the trend is what we can say. Okay, this, but on a longer side, I think, to be on a safer side, definitely students who are also planning to give non-CAT exam, they definitely have to prepare for the circular arrangement and square rectangular arrangement as well. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay. Any questions, by the way, if you have, okay, I can take it right now. Other than that, we can wind up. All right. So I think we are good to go on this part. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining in. Okay. And today we have shared the agenda. Okay. Taken some sweeter questions. Okay. Tomorrow onwards, we'll start taking more with regards to cons. Okay. And again, coming up with LR. Okay. Verbal. Everything happening in a week. Okay. So my LR and verbal is okay. Cont. I am learning, but I'm okay, I'm on a good track. What to do? Saransh, okay, I would just suggest, okay, please keep following us on the sessions that we have here. Okay, we'll be taking cons algebra also here. Okay, so that time you can address your concerns there. Okay.